founder LPG a Liberal Party of Ghana. Wabe Kansa Ewaha. Kojo Edu Asare, a former MP at Denton constituency, Obaba Betnasi Enche, and the freshest lawyer in town, Ekow Vincent Assafuah Esquire. Osai MP old Tafo and no Ewu Kumasi. It Ekow Vincent Assafuah and Subaba Betnasi Sisia na Yashasi Eddie and Commono Etimi Abrem. Intimu more shaman mu say Honorable Kojo Edu Asare na Famechino or Tnase. Kama. Percival Kofi Akpaloo di ono watnase dada. Intimema Percival Akwaba. Your Excellency, Bibi Aboko there.
Oh, Obi Nakupona Dumara kwa Bibia de Boko, Bananina.
We
are seeing the ultimate Bibia and
Pesa. It's true.
Be a binye. But a befanesa.
It's true.
System no worship. Worship a comum.
A comum.
Be a comedy bimo. Obi. Who shall be now who's former, and that's why yes, Slemmy Gozo. I come near dinner.
A comfita.
A comedy for bruta. Obi on ma. Obi. Make my catcher say, we need 5 CDs. We need 5 CDs a chair.
5 Ghana cedis.
Ghana. Say we need 5 CDs power. So
you no one there.
On one there. We need be a chair. A company go home. Now, what yes, sir. Mason side for construction workers. Yeah. I'm on I was a laborers. I'm talking about the laborers, you know. I'm bread. I said, be brain also not come building site. Be a school project, almost CBB, almost year quine. I could be almost bois, the quine or more, and almost do the quine, you know. A bit 6 months in the one. So the boss not any edge one or no free site. In Charica to a free site. Now the boss no mukra a comedino. Now
of our no age.
Of all my ultra picking cry. Contractors say be break or more drinking and more
contractors.
Oh yeah. When collect bakubi or collapse straight. Because a car bank for no air channel and on a car so quana air cost. To a I want to me pressure a kuno. O pressure kumo for what that's be pressure kumo.
Banks is one fine or honcho or metata.
Now, Obi banks could be big. Ghana banks no. Omunina you. Omunina be brave. They say, says the canon a local. And corner contactors in your Kyomo cow in the bank and nothing is kind of you. Also, the cherries I'm off on Yanti, I didn't see you. Yes. Or say, banks no, or more book contactors in a bossa. And I would have some scanner cocoa yajuma. And I ain't Trianica, the bank is gonna lock it. Tibas in the baby almost a hole. Banks in the common mobosia. Or my jab sambo.
Obinsu some in Cancho, sir. Laborers now work on. Some of them are paid 100 Ghana cedis per day. It is a omunye juma say no enye blanket ways will be a labor be anya juma say be mo ye juma.
That's what we can obi want. Me say
na say enye laborers nya na ye form kogu aban adwuma mu nko. Da be mo individual project.
The individual project na some na ye ka no.
Amanfo adan o mo sise.
Na obi
say aban asem na o ka.
I'm going to Obi, what's the say there? No,
but are you saying, say, honorable, say, and individuals who must see at or more madino as some projects in our story?
Journalists. So this thing you can take it on as a project. Just do a proper, he say, a particular zone, a particular area. Now, projects are a cost to say.
That's the same.
Do you understand? You can do that assessment and make a story out of it. But at times are hard. Now the crowd will need the out the Ekosiisen.
Now I'm go down.
A mango down where he Accra.
Ashton, a bantuma.
Okay.
Now I mean no that's say 4. She say one not 2
or Tondeng
or not a watchy. Now go down with the Asasuah and I say environmental every time
mango down Medi no watch that.
At the power.
I watch it the power.
I watch the whole Ghana. I watch the scene.
No, it's true. Oh, mango down.
Mango down. Watch it. The watch it.
No, it's true. And I'm going to me to be free. Now, me Dominic, the last Kumasi trip I call in. Me to be at the far flight by. Ever be deal, huh? Papa, now you ready?
I'm top pizza from London.
Oh, no.
EPA.
Yes.
The gain of a pardon.
Oh, no more watching it.
The brutal.
And I also see what so.
No, for. That's for. Say, last me coming because it's on what two.
Hey, we sure. What child there be any pagu who say?
Anybody can't talk. Come go for.
If you who now,
I be by Tom talk.
Senior.
Hey, I will tell you system no more.
Watch it.
Oh dear. And I watch it. They won't take 5 cities. And I watch only 15 cities. I will not be new. And the connect I know local ones. No, yes, I said
Water side.
Water side. No.
Now, and doesn't they say quality?
And I'm candidate at home. Yarianko. So let me say no. It's Obi still in Moshi. It's still in Moshi. I said about to Skagum. About to Skagum.
No, never solve a problem. No.
Now Ghana for you. How to say? Tama Yakupoko Israelis no from Egypt no. They go for you number of you. Come accommodate woman. Almost Nakopo by any mistake na yeah, baby enjoy.
Yeah.
What about you if you are mama
accommodate.
Accommodate ni pampe. Eh? Aban bia be ba wo person wo tena akunya so che. So make you say wo hwe oguri read a portion of the Bible.
Na OPS kagu system nim.
Manipa enjoy. Abrofo no ena mo fa sa ayi no. Eti okọ Europe. Wonya adwuma ibetwa wo ka. Because me so bi ani bebre. Okọ America wonya adwuma e be ma voucher. So we be twa dan ka ma wo. Ye be ma at least sa basic in no ama what me atenase.
Now wa me ha system.
Dabi. Esa obi be ne ma ni enfata. Ba ha no mo no. Ye yi wa di free adwuma mu a obi. Sa bank si. Oba no me adwuma bank ye egu ye. Sa go fo nyina so mutitifie. Ye omutwa senate o. But omulusu madwuma no. Senate is not paying them unemployment benefit. To me, it's unfair to them. So we are contribute to Senate contribution. Now what lose na juma. Now untia unemployment benefit many panel.
No, I think to lose juma you should have contributed a certain number of months. And sana even before retirement officially no what me start happening. So one contributing to what they are so
Obi, we need to review the Senate law. No?
Very well.
We need to make something on it. Now in such a way say we are juma and say compulsory. Obi be on your income be our system no be as whether you are self-employed or you are employed.
Okay.
You need to contribute. But I say yes, they say obi self-employed they just say
afen no must start seed drive in do try you hu the rule self-employed.
And so almost some near the compulsory.
Okay.
Now you say obi aso a one year adwuma no ababe man no income support. It is only self-employed no contribute no kwa hu ye here mu a na aban aba. Oh, we need to look at the system very well because I hear for the Dawson.
It's true.
Ebi bro, obi, and so so yeah, me boy.
Yes.
So what you offering is what me boy. We the kind of crime will be at it.
Some men kind collect.
But some records amount. It will say canino na come for contribution me ba no na ka copper ba na ma. So the me channel.
Honorable Kojo Asare, akwa ba net say.
Obi nyame adom me yeah.
Nyame ase. O be ya na me bo panda ho dero na me ye mo LPM.
Right, thanks. Yeah, panda dey say wa yeah bompa say niema be peja. Niema mo ay tough kakra, but we will survive it.
Yeah.
We are determined to stay on and to deliver quality to your clients.
Sure.
And you know share ni musa between now and Christmas no, as I said. And ye be peja niema mu kakra. Nya calls and so from colleagues DBA like prospective when they come from abroad for Christmas. You know, it looks good. We are excited about more support in terms of the marketing driver. Yeah, Juma. Yes, we are base. Yeah, sure. Say we deliver what will keep the memory of having tasted our food, you know, in people's front of people's minds, you know. And also you go so then. As usual, our numbers are can I say open. Just call 024-090-3988 and we'll be at your service.
Fantastic.
Obi, last week, me became a baller. We once the next day, me was na my managers ne back home. I'm a ball me. Oh, be team myself. Then of course, so near the just to also
really get the results.
Exactly, just to buttress that. This particular platform powerful yes, Thursday, some bar Wednesday, Thursday 10-11 Mufiana or mobile git musa Tino. Ekow did a copy pim so and we were one of one so on track and so by a baby I'm saying wrong so then on some one my bedtime Nakutia 100 cities abes near Pile or 3 weeks no my baby is a continue a crabby in any case more coffee and almost coffee now. Almost say this time there.
The very regular.
I'm number no so almost best we no so send as a BBA. You know, we are going to take
that's nice.
Notice of whatever will happen subsequently. Nice. Just to let you know.
Sure. Yeah, that's it.
The other issue about
you
should applaud them.
The company no.
Free applaud and you are supposed to give me service and you are not giving it. Now about the applaud. No. It's
a given.
Yes. In a man later. They should rather be apologizing, not the other way around.
But they've given you that apology, right?
Oh, they have. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So they don't deserve my praise or whatsoever. They just are rendering their service. Now, Obi, most of them are friends fumigation once and better. More joy news for say.
I think in relation to flood we know in the apparently na joy news ne. VRA for disaster coordinator Nedin Komo. In his own words, say we have contracted Zoom Lion to fumigate the place. And I think Manasseh, based on that, needs to post say VRA a Zoom Lion contract, to go and fumigate the place. And I don't know how the post, how our communication they call it. But I think the impression they created here was Zoom Lion thought that the impression has been created so Omono benefited from a disaster more like. And the Zoom Lion issued a statement and say I think Omoka said no omunya yema omo contract but in fact omo rather than in presenting items to your friends, the victims, or make it promises in soon receive they would go and fumigate the place. And I think VRA and so subsequently VRA and so no issue statement almost what I say Emma contract to but I think what Manasseh subsequently did, Manasseh referenced my Joy Online story. I reported on side interview on money. Disaster coordinator near your car say your contract and that's where we are on that particular story.
Me issue on this fumigation issue as a Ghanaian, you see Ghana no soon in as much as in some areas we are not very organized. Doesn't also mean say Bibia should go to one particular company.
That's
even if the company you almost CSR project or more,
and yes, CSR project. You see, when you want to do something, put it out.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Say, we'll be our fumigation. Emma, this, maybe a fresh number, we are not go through this particular agent or this person.
Yes.
Now, arrange how it be betting. Do you understand? So that we see who and who can come in and also assist. But this country is becoming, anytime nipa one particular company seems to be the focal point. What you say when it was for COVID period, we were expecting we have several fumigation companies across the country, several of them. Medium, then now you didn't one company, so not the whole Ghana.
Fumigation.
It's not fair.
No, a market.
No, market per school.
A
friend say some of the churches who said, you see, so you don't cram everything and hand to we other people to have to survive. Do you understand? It's every time you penny one company now they leak the whole thing.
Baba Kojo, and no, to be fair to the company.
It's not about company. Company there's no penny.
No, remember. To say COVID time,
yes.
It was a contract at government of Ghana at the amount.
Yes.
In the case of spillage, company claims unless there is any contrary evidence, but the company claims at the time no presented items worth 500,000 cedis to victims, and no more pledges said they will come and fumigate the place when the water recedes. It's not been proven anywhere, say, or more obiama contract, even though Sana coordinator, but they are now denying.
Can we detach what the coordinator? The word, the operative word here is the spillage disaster coordinator
sure.
of VRA. Is he, excuse my language, daft to go and use a word that's as strong as contract our only basis? Tell me.
In your basis, where would that basis be? Because the two companies involved now.
The whole thing, as you can say a pager.
A pager.
What you say? Intia pager no. As I say, amount for a pay in Sembi Eddie cushion.
That is what you think.
That is what I thought. That is what the whole thing looked like in everybody's eyes, because obi oye coordinator no na tia 7 so no na adini gina na na so and no other radio or whatever Joy News yen kasakeke e wo ho. Do you understand? Multimedia for that matter yen call have big stories yen kokeka sa wo keke oni say sa we no ye report here, people will take it on. Do you understand? Manasseh of all people wouldn't have used that operative word if he did not have credit, like he didn't believe in the credibility of that story. What you say? They know, sir, the fact that Manasseh has held this story. Who doesn't know the issue between Manasseh and the company Zoom Lion? What you say? And the fact that Manasseh has held on that matter. So Lusugada. Ebe fat a dimension they themselves it will swallow them. So they just needed to come out and part the whole thing in a way ebe look like contracted yes ya sign cry we na tale we dem pamucho mo fan she baby answer na ye mpebi. You can't do that. What you say? You can't tell me say coordinator no nim ya oka and obeka.
But is it the case that you don't also believe say Zoom Lion can, as part of CSR, do this for free? You don't believe that?
Please, what is on paper does not suggest so.
Yeah, so far there's nothing on paper.
The contract papa na kana ye paper so na ko e. So
on show paper there.
On show paper say nipa na ono we coordinator no na aka na say no be show paper dem. Nipa na ono adwuma no hye nsa or say they have contracted Zoom Lion. Of all the companies in the world, this is the company he mentioned. Do you understand? And I'm giving you what could have put the two companies or the two organizations into jitters to the point said they will the person who made that story, they have a history with him. Do you understand? And they know, say, if they don't come out this way, ankane ubehu baby asem no ebeti akwa kujina. Eti for me, I think say yeah, they are gaining a certain way being so almost they have to work on.
Okay.
What I say, some reputational issue, because Sabi, there are people who Ibrahim Koya or to so Obia can answer. Do you understand? Because Obia himself, there was a time a friend is saying Ubetiti got a move and no so cry once and some Naja or the Pejad and Sa. Inti so wo baba you be a huni awaye and ye pledge be a sem. What I say, it is that your a casamount. You understand what you've done? Your reputation is speaking for you. It is a negative in Swa and no casa. And that is why people are, skeptical about this whole aftermath of VRA Zoom Lion press statements are almost by any kekaka. Almost shana, almost building, almost reputation, no kakra, almost yahu bibi. Because trust me, people, including myself, we have issues with some of the almost standings in the system. Almost contract be with government. This is assemblies near there. We have issues about it, and we think say. Emu da hope be bresa. Emu nya clear. Intino chale Ghana sika so endorse sa na ya tambia nipa ba ko hu sem sa no so kwana bibi papa bia ba ya directed kogu na nim ne senya dredging na ya bibi e china ta say bibri.
So bia we building capacity.
Nobody is doubting the fact say you are building capacity. But Ghana is big, like I said earlier. Ejumano ye want skills. And if you keep giving one person all the big jobs, do you understand? Okay. There must be a certain level of equity. Now we nyakakra according to but if every time just they will swallow. Yes, last week we were talking about this rubbish issue. And now can Stanley Usu and Stanley Usu and then almost start you Juma Chew Crum those days almost fans in Nam Crum didn't be a friend Refi.
And Stanley Usu was Asadu so only Masadu.
Me say those companies have all been like your to say this road now be a good for a table no every table no so at for cramps no near assessor momo. You understand? But the district assemblies have contract with this lion across the nation, the whole country. What you say? It since on no tell me the second next
which management
big company tell me. Second next. The capacity ya uche Zulayo mu 10. The capacity crab do one of 10. So please. It's a country we are building and we are all lending our ideas. Now there will be equity across board. Do you understand? It is a fumigation be bar. Open. What I say? Obinya be 10,000, 5,000. Crown on Sukoya Crano bar. If ye Obenya Biedi.
That is if indeed there was a contract.
Exactly.
Okay.
This a BB now make it open. Make BM. What I say? Now because I have capacity in the Ghana, Nipa Bakonsa.
Kojo Mate, I think your point is well made. Mamema lawyer Ekow Vincent Ekow Ekow Boko there.
Obi. Media nature.
Honorable lawyer Ekow Vincent Ekow.
My birthday na check
Charlie. Why?
Me reason come about to Bobby wa.
Yeah. Oba no. Yeah.
Bobby will be a Michelle. Fantastic guy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What being said, ja.
We not make a show. The last days were part 1.
Yes.
Nah. Yes, dear Justice. I see what training now. He will be a man. I said, "Bonnet of
summarizing it now."
I said, "Quite be Jack class." 3 hours. Where we civil procedure.
Uncredible could be.
What the uncredible could be. Indeed. I feel more now. So once you are here, crown now, Bobby by last day. When you be able to fantastic guy.
But say Bibi Aboko constituency boko.
Well, Bibi Aboko constituency boko. Nyami adomo na Nigeria na so chanopa. Meko constituency. In preparation towards the 4th of November.
4th November
elections, you know. Nti minim say hombo so akoso ye party no so ahye no so ekoye. Nti I hope say by tomorrow latest.
Okay.
Meko constituency na. Mo ho ni so dia koboa.
Ihiapa. So your choice in this race is secret to be any.
Oh yes. I say you be there. Wait me can see the house of the Baumies.
Yes.
Having been a special assistant to the second lady for about 3.5 years to 4 years. From 2014 to 2017. And they need a new choice. No, I'm saying that figuratively. It is paying back the opportunity. Had it not been that opportunity, I'm sure say my rise in this party would have retrogressed a bit. And I said the speed the core, came to me. It's a way of showing appreciation to them. Since day one when I got to know say we put our shoulders to the wheel to make sure say it will happen. And indeed, we were one of the few young MPs who initially vociferously came out to support him, even at the expense of the dictates of the guidelines and a party in the MP and also a party and you can so show biases and all that. But of course, we had to do it to make sure that happens, because these are people that are first-hand information, first-hand experience with, and I believe that Ghana as a nation cannot lose or more prospective leadership with media because even as a vice president, had it not been the COVID-19 is a normal year, you're sure say his name would have gone down, which I think say even now as the best vice president Ghana has ever had, because of the giant strides that he made from 2017 to 2020. You remember in 2016, when we took the reins of government, inflation rate was about 15.4%. During 2017-2020, when there was no COVID-19 or there was no natural disaster, you realize that we were doing about single-digit inflation. Single-digit inflation. Now, also share the economic growth. His Excellency John Ajukwu Kufuor Ekon. The economic growth was about 8.3%. NDC for BJ now fed about to about 2 point something or something, 3 point something thereabout. Within 3 years, 2020, now economic growth at 6%. Clearly, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia now Wayadia, he's been a good manager. Now your light and so for the first time in the history and annals of this country, having worked with the Ministry of Education, you realize even there's a constitutional requirement that at the level of the senior high school, you bet to me I am free progressively as and when our resources will be able to cater for that. Now 2017 you buy and data Dr. Matopoku Prempen and Minister of Education at the time. The analysis at that time now we say Afibiano, because of issues of poverty and all that, you have about 100,000 no Muntimin Kusuku. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and then the economic management team, it to me ekita for such people, and I say for everybody will be senior high school. I know share your budget more to me for everybody. And TNA say nipa 100,000 and every young team school 7 years down the lane. You could see we have about 700,000 of our young men and young women and they yin to me school because of poverty. Teacher training allowance in 2016. NDC4 and John Mahama Kasa Fred Muntimin to share no na 2017 ye buy e dia ba be share budget mu a yetumi aketa for it where our budget national coffers was not really affected. So nursing training allowance, we did all that, and so this is a manner we want first and information as to how he can really manage the affairs of this country. And we have no option, especially because of the future of our party and the strength of our party. See a party in Bejan and also now in Chimano, so to me about Somu Yenintino. No, say dear home bow for the irrespective of whatever anybody will say. Near dear home bow for the Anona, Yama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Iwini. Unim say it has never happened before, or never has it ever happened. Say the party will, as it were, in a near unanimously. And I say in a near unanimity, because he has supported a certain candidate at first instance, and as a first attempt. In 1998, when President Kofi contested, nobody can contest it before 1998, and a party no man a second shot in your supporting. Same thing happened to President Ekow in 2007. That time, the first time no only President Kofi contested in 1998. But we had Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the first attempt in the first attempt no a party for no do ni na e dey support amano e dey bencha. I mean, it raises a lot of questions. He's also not the first vice president to put himself forward, so contested for presidency. In 2007, we had similar one. Miami Nia Farouk Papa, the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana, Raji Aliu Mahama, contested. People felt say it wasn't his time. And again, different. In the case of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and party for no support, and so it raises a lot of questions that need answers. I mean, him say, the China say, party for no, party for no, a suspect say he is the one that can replicate the fortunes of Nigeria. There, no, so they want me break it, Ghana to be to me, Enyasa experience in Ibi, and I think that it is only Dr. Mahmoud Baumia who can do that for us. Now, my main car, the Armenia.
Honorable Asare
kind of my main car Kransana. Told you my dear, so you are twasso. Procurement laws are very clear as to instances where, say, there is a force majeure. Over to me, your procurement activities will be a mean Jindi say anybody's attempt. So I'm finding it difficult to understand or to appreciate that kind of analysis. I will make it as if say Obi so will be and also will be Peja Norma Dema will be and contract because even from 2008 to 2016, if me counted the number of contracts I ended for them Zoom Lion. At the time, now more preferential you be a normal demo or one. Young can be a bit Hawaii. I mean, they've been in existence at the time. About 180 Ghana cedis to a beneficiary. Meanwhile, you are giving the person about 500 or 600 Ghana cedis. So all these things happened under your government. So, what is the point in this analysis?
Are we talking government issues here?
No.
I don't. It's something. One step in. You see,
VRA government is
no, please. You see, listen, Meba. As long as I'm a client, no.
Now let me finish.
No, I'm building the point.
I have an opinion,
so you understand him.
And my opinion is say, what churning out issues in Sanwa? Ne kwa say, and also between someone say, is it out of envy? Is it out of hatred? Because I'm finding it difficult to appreciate why you think say will be a winning contract. I don't think say any agency and senior open budget. No, I have worked with the Ministry of Education before until COVID-19. Ministry of Education engage Zoom Lion say on your self-irrigation of schools. Do you know the amount of money that goes to the Ministry of Education every year? As of last year, the amount of money that went to the Ministry of Education was about 18 billion, the highest among all the ministries. But Zoom Lion was not winning any contract from the Ministry of Education. Check Ministry of Energy. Ministry of Energy, he's not winning any contract from there. So why are we making look as if say as Assafuah Ghana the man in his own words say Bibi ani Assafuah mani papa kope? I think that it is just an exaggeration of the matters. what I believe in is a asem naba, asem wabano. How do we, and I say, a day near to me, Ashe, young Crawford, who has the immediate capacity to be able to deal with the matter? And you think you build the capacity when there's a natural disaster. You don't build capacities when there are natural disasters. Why in the bit to me, even if there's a contract? In the words of a year, Zoom Lion for no Ankasano, and I saw statement. No. They said there haven't been any contract. But I'm even saying that, assuming without admitting, because he himself was not even aware of the issues until Sewa Ankasano who explained it to him as to what really transpired. But assuming that there was even a contract, what are the circumstances that would lead to an award of a contract to such a person, and as a Zoom Lion, in such circumstances? Does he have the capacity to do so? If yes, then I shouldn't think there shouldn't be any problem with as to how a contract in award man. The OC say I want to say, you know no so Gakope North Town, Central Town, all these areas are affected. No, relief are we able to do that? If that question is answered in the affirmative, then I don't think we should really have a problem. We shouldn't have a swipe at companies or businessmen just on the altar say you think they are getting so much. It is true, and I won't even defend that Abia Zoom Lion will certain issues and all that, especially because we matana room them I care about how much beneficiaries are paid with respect to contract. And now this can be Bridiama service provider. But service provider you may be convinced because it is not just about going to sweep. But what I say, there are a lot of things that goes into it. Interview Kofi Japan, the CEO for YE. He told you point blank that he's going to float that contract our money okay, sure, okay, pa. Why? Because he also feels that in the same sentiments that you are making, nipa bakwaje edwumano, but nipa bakwaje edwumano, there have been several instances whereby omo bioma mankofo be the ebe tender, it will end up at the same person because the others may not be able to show the capacity when the opportunity is given. And I will call for a fair, transparent opportunity for everybody, where the system will be fair to the sense will be or person or tender for a contract. No, to me because to me I take ministry by ministry. How many ministries now Zoom Lion work contract for? Maybe company do 4 or 5, but one when because he has been targeted in internal, then it looks into your eye and I say in your mind and also what your contract be. That is why I said it to you. Ministry of Education is the biggest ministry in terms of budget. Ekow ministry be about 18 billion. Not even one goes to him. Ministry of Energy, I don't think there's any contract that goes to him. But what I say, and quite a number of these ministries that depend on what they do, I'll be on more contract. But how many of them can we speak to? And Timaya has a duty issue, and let's have a swipe at businessmen who are probably doing their best to make sure, say, in the tenets of environment, Ghana. That's my opinion about
on this issue. Honorable Medase, Ekosiisen Suni, the higher Sempa 94.7 FM. Ubetimi the messages are braying, Yebekai Amamomeka say, Honorable Ekow Vincent Assafuah Ewaha, Member of Parliament, Old Tafo constituency in the Ashanti region, Percival Kofi Akpaloo, a leader founder of LPG. LPG, Liberal Party of Ghana. And Honorable Kojo Edu Asare, or a former member of Parliament at Denton constituency and a former presidential staffer. After this, you better call into the other issues. In some way, go up no so no, November 4th, the countdown is still on to that big delegate conference to elect the flag bearer of the NPP. Adenimo, one of the contestants in the Waka, say, I don't accept that it is impossible for me to win the flag bearership race. Adenimo is very confident. Electoral Commission officially said they are not creating 25 constituencies. What they are doing is to create just one, which is the Guan constituency. Garu any timpani incense Edaso ewo ohene owo ensign chief I would lie I think okay. Or say Akufo-Addo's second term has been a disaster for the Western region. For the last few days, issues of the Western region has been on the front burner. Yabeba Nafi, we deal with this vexed matters. Ekosiisen Suni.